Alreet petals, how you doing? It's your girl Lai-Dee Flegman and welcome back to my channel, where we're swiping left and right all night long. And welcome to the first episode of Relationships 101. Today we're diving deep into the world of online dating, and trust me, it's a jungle out there. Think of me as your friendly sat-nav navigating you through the twists, turns and occasional speed bumps of online dating. Whether you're a seasoned swiper or a rookie in the digital dating game, I'll hopefully have some tips for you all to make it go as smooth as it can. So go grab a cuppa, get some snacks and make yourself comfy, cause here we go. But before we go any further, let's talk about the Patreon real quick. There's a whole bunch of uncensored content over there already, and even more on its way. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, head over to the Patreon page, link for which is in the description. Thanking you all muchly. The online dating landscape. Right, so first things first, let's talk about the online dating landscape. You've heard of the main three: Tinder, Bumble and Hinge. There are others out there like Poff, Plenty of Fish, but for now we'll stick to the main three because most dating apps are similar to either one or all three of them. Now you've got to choose your turf wisely because, let's be real, not all dating apps are created equally. Let's go over the main three and their selling points, shall we? First up we've got Tinder, the OG and the birthplace of the swipe, TM. It's fast paced, a bit chaotic and has a plethora of dick pics, but it does have potential for hidden gems amongst the shite. Once was used to find love, whereas now it's more just for hookups. And then we have Bumble, which gave women all the control and made it so that women messages the guy first. I believe it was supposed to limit the amount of unwanted dick pics brought about by the previous app. Then there's Hinge, the app that's like your well-meaning friend trying to set you up on a blind date. Gives you a little nudge and vouches for the other person, but the rest's mainly up to you. The idea is that you match with someone that has similar interests as you instead of just throwing you into the deep end without teaching you how to swim, or so to speak. The key is to choose your app wisely. If you're looking for a hookup, you go to Tinder. If you're looking for something a bit more meaningful, you head to Hinge. And if you like the ladies being in charge, you head to Bumble. Each has its own vibe and you want to make sure it aligns with your dating DNA. Now I feel like I can't mention Tinder and all the other dating apps without mentioning the now infamous swipe left or right. I like to think of it as the digital version of making eye contact across a crowded bar. Thankfully these days, instead of the awkward "how you doing," you simply swipe right. But word of warning, you don't want to be swiping like you're scrolling through Insta, nor do you want the app on your home screen and allow your child to play on your phone. They think Tinder is a real fun game. Legit happened to a friend of mine. Her youngster was swiping left and right all over the place. No, you want to be a little more choosy than that. Take a minute to look at the profile. What's the picture like? They got a beard? Instant right. They own a dog? Swipe right again, my friend. Mirror selfie? Oof, swipe left quick. Now, regardless of the platform, the golden rule of swiping is to do it with intention. Don't be that person just swiping for the hell of it. Remember that the swipe is a two-way street and that there's a person on the other end of that profile. If you wouldn't like that behaviour directed at you, maybe show a little modesty. Crafting that irresistible profile. Now you won't get anywhere unless you've got a poppin' profile and bio. Don't go with the cliched and generic either. Sorry to say ladies, long walks on the beach is so cliched that you'll get an instant swipe left. You want to inject some humour into the bio. The cliched beach walk could work when paired with a quirky pop culture reference like, "Don't worry, I've got a big enough boat if Jaws turns up," so long as you don't go free and willy now. Your bio should be like the movie trailer of your life. If you're not sure, get a mate to go over it and they'll pick it apart in no time. Don't worry though, they're doing it to help you, while having a good laugh at the same time. Here are some more do's and don'ts on striking the right balance of just enough to entice, but not enough to still be mysterious. Highlight your passions and share your interests, or what you're passionate about. It's a great conversation starter, unless it's been vegan. Sorry vegans. Keep it concise but engaging. Nobody wants to read a novel. Avoid oversharing. You want to keep some things for the actual conversation now. Avoid the negativity. Skip the negativity. Your bio is not a place for a laundry list of what you don't want. So you've got your bio done. Now let's talk about profile pics. Your main pic is the Hail Mary of all pics. So that means no blurry pictures, and for the love of all Cthulhu, please no Snapchat filters either. It's 2024, not 2013. Leave Snapchat where it belongs. looks dead and buried in the past. You also don't want it to feel like you're trying too hard, so you may want to keep the overly edited professional photo shoot photos for the gram instead. You want authentic, real photos that show off your personality. Do you like hiking? A photo of you and the dog on a hike. Love tacos? Using that snapshot of you devouring one while on holiday would be a big hit. Let's go over a few more do's and don'ts on perfecting that profile pic, shall we? Include diverse shots. Mix it up with photos that showcase different aspects of your life, like hobbies, adventures, and social life. Ensure your photos are clear, well lit, and free from unnecessary distractions. Except the dog. Always, always include the dog. Avoid looking like you've just stepped out of a magazine photo shoot, and forget the group photo. You're not Jigsaw, we're not playing a game here. And ditch the filters too. Keep them for your Insta. Navigating the swipe etiquette. It's not just a matter of mindlessly flicking through profiles, it's a delicate balance of wit, charm, and the occasional cheeky emoji. Keeping to the bar analogy, once the magical moment has happened and you find yourself with a mutual match, it's time to hit the digital dance floor. Take the lead, don't wait for them to make the first move. Ladies, this goes for you as well. Initiate the banter and let the conversation flow like a well-choreographed Lady Gaga dance routine. Though try and keep the banter light and avoid bombarding your match with questions and too much info. That is the quickest way of getting ghosted, I'm afraid. Just like all things in life, timing matters. Don't rush in, let the conversation unfold organically. If the conversation is flowing, then suggesting the next move feels seamless. If things are on a slower level, take your time. Building a connection is an art form, not a race. Now, if things are hitting all the right notes and you're feeling the chemistry, don't be shy about suggesting the next move. This could be in the form of a virtual coffee date, or maybe a casual hangout with friends. Remember, taking things slow is the spice of life when it comes to dating apps. Though if for whatever reason you feel like the connection isn't there, don't pull a disappearing act. Communicate openly, express your feelings, and gracefully bow out if needed. Remember, we're all adults here, not angsty teens. It's perfectly okay to want to bow out of a conversation, just don't ghost anyone. That goes for us ladies too. The only time I will accept ghosting is after receiving the unwanted dick pic. And again, that goes for the ladies too. We all know about the lady penis now. Here's a few more tips on decoding the unwritten rules of digital dating. If someone takes a long time to respond, don't go jumping to conclusions. They may just be busy. On the flip side, if the conversation is going well, don't just suddenly stop talking. Give a reason why you're having to dip if you're going to be a while. And if things fizzle out, don't take it personally. Not every match is meant to work out. Keep your chin up and move on to the next one. Trust your instincts. If things feel a bit iffy, better to back off than to be on the 6 o'clock news being pulled out of a ditch. Avoid unsolicited, over-the-top compliments too. They come across as exactly what they are. OTT sweet talk to get what you want. Yes, ladies, I'm afraid to tell you that guys can tell when you're just complimenting them to get something you want. And please, whatever you do, don't go overboard with the emojis. A well-placed cheeky wink can add flavour and spice, but if your messages look more like a 13-year-old girl has vomited on your screen, you may just be overdoing it. Managing expectations. Now, let's have a reality check for a moment. Not every match is going to be your knight in shining armour, or your darling queen. Sometimes you'll just meet an idiot in tinfoil and a spoiled brat. Remember though, we're all flawed human beings trying to navigate the shit show that is life. It's perfectly fine to have standards, obviously, but let's not set the bar so high that it's in another galaxy, shall we? Be open-minded, give people a chance, and don't get disheartened if the first few are duds. Some matches are meant to be life lessons that help you figure out what you want and don't want when it comes to the dating scene. Some are meant to be quick flings, and some are meant to be something a little more. Trust me, the amount of duds I matched with before I met my boo is just laughable, so here's a few extra do's and don'ts to help keep your expectations in check. Try and stay authentic, not just to who you are, but to your values too. Don't change on a dime just to fit their idea of perfection simply because they said you were cute. Be friendly and open to conversation, especially if a match doesn't meet your expectations. There's a difference between standards and being a bitch. Look on the bright side of every match, even if you only get a funny story out of it. For example, one match I had didn't quite get my sarcasm and got very offended when I suggested a walk in the park before profile wanting to hook up. He was the one wanting to hook up, FYI. I'm not into that lifestyle, no judgments, it's just not for me. Don't overanalyze every message. You're just gonna do yourself a damage and stress yourself out. Believe me on that one. Don't expect intense, instant chemistry with your first matches. A genuine connection often takes time to develop. When to swipe right and when to swipe left. Deciding when to swipe right or left involves a meticulous examination of their profile, including reading between the pixelated lines. The profile pic is the initial kick that draws you in, but it's what's woven into the bio that hints at personality. If you find out that they have a love for video games and comic books, you may feel that's an instant right swipe, much the same as seeing a profile pic with them wearing Crocs is an instant swipe left. There is no right or wrong reason to choose either, other than keeping yourself safe. For example, don't interact with profiles that either don't have a profile pic or have very vague descriptions. It's one surefire way of waking up without a kidney. On the flip side, if you see a profile and it screams, "Come have coffee with me," then go for it. You are the one at the wheel, take charge and have a bloody good time. 10 Golden Rules of Online Dating. So now that we've gone over everything I can think of, here's my 10 golden rules for online dating. If you follow these, you'll be on the right path to connecting with someone special. Thou shalt embrace thy uniqueness. You are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, not a mass-produced print. Let your profile reflect the quirky, kooky, and eclectic aspects of yourself. Thou shalt not be a ghost. If you swipe right, be prepared to engage in the banter. Don't pull a disappearing act once the match is made. Honour thy bio and keepeth it real. Crafting a bio is not a mere formality, it's a work of art. Be witty, be real, be honest, and avoid cliches like the plague. Thou shalt not overdoeth the emoji game. Emojis are the seasoning of the conversation. A sprinkle here and there adds to the overall conversation, but drowning your messages is like pouring hot sauce on ice cream. You just don't. Thou shalt not judge based on looks alone. A dazzling smile and a killer profile pic might catch the eye, but remember, looks can be deceiving. Take a moment to delve into the depths of their profile and interests before making the final swipe of judgment. Swipeth right with intention, swipeth left with conviction. You are the captain of your own ship. Swipe right when the vibes align, and swipe left when the red flags are waving. Trust your gut, for it is a wise navigator. Thou shalt not be a serial swiper. Quality over quantity, my friends. Don't treat swiping like a game of speed chess. Each swipe is a potential connection, not a mindless move. Take a breath, assess, and swipe with purpose. Be the master of small talk. Engage in small talk with flair, turn mundane topics into lively banter, and above all, show genuine interest in the person on the other side of the screen. Knoweth when to hold them, and knoweth when to letteth them go. If the conversation is a roaring success, suggest taking it to the next level. If it fizzes into a damn squib, it's okay to unmatch. Respect your time and theirs. Don't linger like a lukewarm conversation. Learneth from each swipe, and grow with each match. Online dating is a journey, not a destination. Learn from each interaction, the good, the bad, and the hilariously awkward. Let every match be a stepping stone towards becoming the digital dating maestro you are destined to be. In the grand scheme of things, online dating is a bit like a choose-your-own-adventure book. You're the one in control of the narrative, so embrace it and enjoy the ride, including the random storyline of visiting a dungeon. All good choose-your-own-adventure stories have a random dungeon in them. And there we have it, folks, the sneak peek into the interesting world of online dating. Hopefully you've enjoyed the journey. Do you have any dating app stories? Be they wholesome and nice, to awkward and shameful, to downright ugly? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to read your experiences, and hey, if I get enough of them, I could even do a video reading them all. That would be a fun video to do. Anyway, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, join the Patreon, all that jazz. Stay real, keep swiping, and may the dating odds be ever in your favour. This is Lai-Dee Flegman signing out, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!